Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just got word as we were coming on air. Mike Evans, a full go for the Bucs, so he's going to be out there for them. The Lions getting Amon-Ra St. Brown back. Sam Laporta was questionable, but the beat reporter literally 45 seconds ago comes through, and it says Laporta is going to give it a go for the Lions as well. This is 3 in favor of the Lions on the road at the Bucs. Adam, I think the Bucs are just feisty enough to maybe keep this thing somewhat close. If a 3.5 popped, I could maybe be tempted on the Bucs at 3.5, but I don't think we're going to get there. So for me, sit back, watch, and see if this Lions team actually is one of the 5-6 best teams in all the NFL.
I have this as a strong lean Lions at 3. I haven't played it, and I don't ultimately think that I will play it. The other factor in this is, how long does the Baker Mayfield hot streak last? I don't know.
Hopefully one more week, because I have to stream him in one of my fantasy leagues. So hopefully one more week there, Adam.
Well, yeah. 14th by PFF grade thus far, but this is about to be the best defensive test that he's faced, because the Lions are a strange handicap team for me, where I'm not continually moving the Lions up. I just keep holding the Lions where they are and have other teams dropping below them. And because other teams keep dropping below them, they keep moving up in my power ratings, because I can't argue the numbers that I keep seeing on them. I don't care what, whether you use EPA, whether you use DVO, whatever number you use, the Lions are sitting there in the top 7 or 8 in just about every meaningful category in the league on both sides of the ball. So I can't move them down. And yet I also can't get a handle on where Tampa is right now. So one smart podcast person that I listen to regularly was talking about the general inability of blitz schemes like those that Todd Bowles tends to use to get to quarterbacks in the McVay tree scheme, and how that might benefit Jared Goff with some one-on-ones. Okay, I think that's an important point to think about, but it's not enough for me to bet this. So lean Detroit, but pass.
The Amon-Ra St. Brown receiving prop is sitting 73.5. That is hefty for a guy that had to miss a game because of an oblique injury. I don't want to bet against Amon-Ra St. Brown, because obviously when him and Goff are on, it's ridiculous. But, he had to miss because of an oblique injury. Just want to throw that out there. The Josh Reynolds is now down because Amon-Ra St. Brown's back in. The Reynolds line is down to 34.5. If Amon-Ra St. Brown's on any sort of a pitch count, or has to miss a little bit of time in this game because the oblique flares up or whatever it might be, I don't know if you play the under on St. Brown or you just play the over on Reynolds, which I guess gives you a couple of different ways for that to get home. But I think that's at least an interesting angle here in this game. What are you looking at in this one here, Steven?
No bet for me in this one. It would only be Lions for me at 3. I think there's 2 factors here. The Tampa Bay offensive line is horrific running the ball. They are not a good run blocking offensive line, like bottom 5 in several different metrics. And we have a head coach who refuses to stop running the ball on early downs. It's just, Todd Bowles just refuses to not do that. So now they have to probably get behind the chains a decent amount, throw the ball a little bit more than they would like. And Baker Mayfield and that bad offensive line is facing a Lions defense that blitzes at one of the 2 lowest rates in the league, but still gets pressure at the 8th highest rate in the league. That's a tough combination for Baker Mayfield, who traditionally has not done well when pressured. So I think this is a lot of just bad schematic situation for Tampa Bay in this game with the horses that Detroit has. And also Detroit's coming in a little bit healthier than they were last week when they still just pummeled Carolina. So Tampa Bay coming off a bye concerns me a little bit to bet the Lions more than a field goal here. So maybe I just watch and see if my opinion here on what this is going to look like for the Tampa Bay offense is correct early in the game, and hopefully try and get a little bit better of a number on the Lions on the live spread.